Hi, so my name is Father Luke Millette. I serve as what's called Judicial Vicar of the Archdiocese of Galveston-Houston. Much as we understand the way the civil government works, the church has a division between legislative, that ability to make laws, executive, that ability to kind of govern the daily life of the diocese, as well as judicial, the person who actually does cases. So unlike the civil government, where there's separation of states and powers, in the church, all those powers are held in the figure of the bishop. And the bishop then has people who he shares those powers with. They are his vicars, and they share that power vicariously. And so I'm what's known as a judicial vicar, meaning that I share in that judicial power. As part of that, I oversee the Metropolitan Tribunal here in Galveston-Houston. And one of the major things we deal with here at the Tribunal is requests for those who are seeking to have their marriages regularized in the church. But in order for that to happen, they need to have a declaration of nullity or have a previous marriage handled in some way. Here at the Tribunal, we deal with every aspect of canon law. So, but the most important area we deal with the Tribunal would be those dealing with marriage-related issues. And we deal with those marriages in a couple of different ways. One might be the formal declaration for, formal process for a declaration of nullity, which people generally call the annulment process. In that situation, those who were married validly in the church or married validly outside the church petition for their marriage to be declared null, meaning that the marriage was not something that was a marriage in the understanding of the church, meaning that it wasn't open to meaning that when the person gave consent, for example, they were not open to fully intending fidelity, fully intending openness to children, fully intending permanence, for example. Or maybe the marriage itself wasn't free in some way, that they were forced into the marriage, or their will in some way was affected. So that would be the process that, again, that annulment process, that formal declaration of nullity. But there are also some other processes that pass through the Tribunal as well. How does what we do impact the Archdiocese? And to that extent, every single person that we help is a significant milestone. Because for every person who comes into the Tribunal, there are, at the minimum, one, if not more families behind that. And so, every single case we're able to process here has an impact on a minimum of anywhere from, 4 to 20 lives. So that in itself is a significant milestone. Other significant milestones would be, doing everything we can to continue to make the process better and smoother, so that those who come here have a better experience, a more pastoral experience, and so that the process goes as quickly and smoothly as possible. Other ways you could look at milestones would be the fact that we're fully governed by the law of the church. And recently, for example, in 2016, 2017, around that time frame, Pope Francis changed some of the laws governing the marriage, matrimonial practice in the church. And so that actually helped to make the process much smoother and much quicker for a lot of families. So that was a very significant change in the life of the Tribunal.
My name is Ann Bryant, and I'm the director for the Tribunal for the Archdiocese. And I've been here 22 years. For me, the mission and purpose of the Tribunal is to help people. It's a ministry and not just a job. We are here mostly for the justice of the church. Our main goal in the Tribunal is justice with mercy, and that's for the whole church. So while our jobs are various, for me the most significant part of working here is watching people heal. I've been here 22 years, and over the years, I have dealt with quite a few people in person and on the phone, or through letters or emails. And the most significant thing for me is that they understand we care about them. That doesn't always mean you're going to get what you want. So someone could apply for an annulment and not receive it if there aren't enough grounds or reasons for the annulment to take place. But even with that, they come in person and we sit with them and talk with them, tell them what a next step could be about appealing. And then we also, I think, work as carefully as we can with each case, because we realize that these people's lives are in our hands. The DSF has always supported us, but even more so now because we don't charge for most of our cases. We charge a minimal amount for the big formal cases because they take the most time. But we certainly wouldn't be able to have the staff that we have without the DSF, be able to hire the people we need because of the amount of cases that come in. So this enables us, the Archdiocese supporting us through the Diocesan Services Fund, to be able to, and saying yes, that we can hire the people we need. And that all comes from the DSF, not from any money we collect here, since it's a minimal amount here. And if someone can't pay, it's $100 for the formal cases. If they can't pay, they can't pay. We still do the cases. It's not that type of thing. So I guess we have to exist because every diocese has to have a tribunal, but we don't have to have the amount of staff we have. And I think I'm very grateful for that, for sure, so that we can do this in a timely manner for people.